police commission is supposed to dictate policy to the police department. We see very clearly that you're doing something else here. The police department is dictating policy to the police commission.
Right, exactly.
You know, the job is not to collaborate and negotiate with the police union about what the policy of the city of Los Angeles is going to be regarding the use of force. You know, the job of management there is to enforce policy and direct his office. This is a paramilitary organization. You know, in fact, they call it the police force. It's law enforcement. The entire organization is predicated on the use of force. So, I don't know what people are talking about here. We walked in, we were all checked, the screen, bag checked, and yet you have dozens of officers here, every one of whom is packing heat, has deadly force on their hip. If you don't identify the problem properly, you're never going to find the solution. The constitutional policing you guys talk about all the time, the Constitution was designed by rich white slave owners to enforce a system of slavery and settler colonialism, land theft, and the LAPD enforces that to this day. If you don't talk about racialized policing, you don't recognize that there are two systems of law enforcement in this city. And so the LAPD minimizes the use of force when it's dealing with rich white people, and it maximizes the use of force when it's dealing with poor black people. And if you don't deal with that, you're not dealing with anything. So if you want to write a policy on the use of force, start with that. You know, there was a certain amount of discussion here about what exact wording you're going to use in the policy, but fundamentally what the chief said sounded like double dog. He said you can move the furniture around in this room, but it's not going to change the structure. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're arguing about organizing the deck chairs on the Titanic when the ship is sinking. So, you know, another way to talk about this is to say that if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig.